Boom. Alright, what's up you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, as promised, we are going to be taking a look at a few of our good old Bitcoin miners. In the wake of Bitcoin breaking the big $50,000 mark, it only makes sense that the Bitcoin mining sector absolutely rallied today. We all know that if Bitcoin rallies, the Bitcoin mining sector goes that much harder a lot of the time. So we will be taking a look at a few of our favorite names once again on the chart today, talking some upside price action, upside price targets, and yeah, things are looking bullish right now, you guys. So I hope you go on to enjoy this unmonetized video. I explained it in the last video covering Bitcoin, which we usually cover, but I did just post a solo analysis on Bitcoin, so go check that one out if you haven't already. Only going to touch on the miners today, but again, you guys, I'm not going to be monetizing many videos for the near future. The reason for that, views have gone down, which is perfectly fine once again. But I know a lot of you who are watching are OGs of the channel or OG Waves fam, and the ad rev that I receive from turning on monetization, from monetizing these videos, is not worth making you guys watch the ads, okay? So hope you appreciate that, you guys. Let's get into the video. We'll go over the topics we'll be discussing, and then we'll dive into each one individually. You guys know the drill. In front of us, trading view, again, technicals and upside price targets. We're focusing on the bullish case in this video. I will say right off the bat, if you guys watched the last one, you would know this. I do still hold a little bit of hesitation in my gut. I still feel a little hesitant about going all in on miners. I'm not super bullish on miners. I would put my bull bear ratio at this moment at about 65-35. So I do still have some hesitation. Want to let you guys know that up front. But things right now are feeling optimistic. My upside bull price target for Bitcoin has been broken. So right now, we're going to talk about the fun stuff. We're going to talk about upside price targets, okay? So we will kick it off with Riot Blockchain. Just right off the bat, Riot, at this point in time, it has been lagging, has been getting outperformed by almost every other name in the entire sector, okay? Which makes me that much more bullish on it. Right out the gates, Riot is the single name in the sector that I'm personally the most bullish on. As we dive into the charts, that will make more sense. So kick it off with Riot. Move on to good old Mara Moon, Miss Mara. Marathon Digital Holdings really crushing it today for being the largest Bitcoin miner by market cap in the sector of over 10%, double-digit percentage gains, which is always huge. Move on to bitfarms after that. Bitfarms looking pretty promising. And then BitDigital, of course, we'll close it out with BitDigital on the charts. Up freaking like 40% today because it's up 4% in after hours. We will take a look at an article. I'll show you guys the articles we're going to be looking at right now. But the rationale behind the BitDigital, this BitDigital rally, does not make much sense to me. So the first, not really article, but tweet that we're going to be looking at is a tweet from Mr. Michael Saylor, or Bitcoin Jesus, some may call him. Definitely the bulliest of bulls when it comes to BTC. CEO, founder of MicroStrategy, and again, has just been an absolute Bitcoin evangelist. So take a look at this tweet. Very bullish. He tweeted this after hours. I wouldn't be surprised if he bought a big old baggie of Riot Blockchain right before tweeting this. We'll see. But very, very bullish news for Riot Blockchain. We know what happened to bitfarms when Michael Saylor tweeted out pretty much this exact same thing about that stock. So let's hope that this is some good news for Riot in terms of upside price action. It only makes sense for that to be the case if Bitcoin keeps ripping. And then we will dive in at the very end before looking at BitDigital. Why BitDigital stock soared today from John Quast to the Motley Fool. Pretty much, you guys, right off the bat, this was due to $80 million financing arrangement where pretty much they're just selling shares. So as we read through this, it will make sense why the rally we saw today didn't make much sense. But hey, people are seeing the numbers go up and people are buying. The laser eyes are shooting. Okay, so again, you guys, stay safe out there. I keep repeating this, but that's because it's true. The macro is still sus. That is objectively true. The macro environment, the fundamentals surrounding the entirety of the financial markets right now, it's still sketch. It's super sketchy, okay? So just stay on your toes. Don't get too excited, and just don't bet anything that you're not willing to lose, okay? So first things first, I do want to read through the intro to today's newsletter that I sent out. So let's do that, and then we'll dive into the articles and the charts, all right? Another Taco Tuesday, but not another spicy day in the markets. Investors lathered on extra guac to soothe some of the heat from Monday's meltdown. Always got to throw the Taco Tuesday puns in there. On Taco Tuesdays, go take a shot of tequila after this. Casamigos only. The equity indices, actually, or 42. On good days, we do 42. every day we do custom videos. The equity indices are seeing a relief rally today, and although sentiment seems optimistic on days like these, the SPY and triple Qs are still in technical. That was a little typo on my part. Technical downtrends in a very suspect macro environment once again. I remain cautious, but at this point, it's pretty much a 50-50 in my mind, which are terrible odds in the trend spotting game. From a trading perspective, though, it seems like we're just on a 1 day on, 1 day off in an overall downtrend. Therefore, I'm stacking hedges on the dips. We all woke up to a 50K plus Bitcoin with the equities ripping. The miners are really seeing some love today. I'm slowly but surely adding back into my crypto positions, but I'm still playing it cautiously given the sketchy gut feeling I have about the rally we're currently seeing. Okay, so I did, just for full transparency, I did add significantly of all the plays in the crypto space, significantly increased my back size when it comes to Riot, bought some calls, increased my share position, which is great. I'm super stoked that I chose Riot. And again, that'll make more sense, even more sense when we dive into the charts. But the cherry on top was definitely this tweet from good old MS. So Riot, again, backed up on Riot today. But again, you guys, I do still hold a little bit of hesitation. So I am still playing it on the safer side. And I will not be here for the next few days, not recording videos. I might record a few videos while I'm in Austin and send it out to the newsletter group through a private link for the unlisted video that I record. But we'll be in Austin, you guys. If you do want daily updates, you want to know what I'm doing over the next couple days, we're reaching exciting times. Of course, I'm going on vacation when things are finally spicing up. But if you guys do want daily updates from me, if you want to know how I'm navigating my portfolio, not only over the next few days, but literally every trading day during market hours where I do update the portfolio itself, that is going to be the first link down below. Again, not monetizing the videos. This is a great way for you guys to support me. 15 bucks a month, 40 bucks for every 3 months. And that is, of course, a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio, call options, put options, stock positions, cryptocurrency positions, because I am still hedged, honestly. Getting more bullish on crypto, but I'm still bearish on the equity indices, so I'm staying hedged. If you guys want to know exactly how I'm constructing my portfolio on a daily basis, and then receive the daily newsletter that rationalizes my trades and just lets you guys know anything that I think is important during the actual trading day, real-time updates. And again, I will be gone, so this will be the only way that I give updates to you guys, to the Waves fam. That will once again be the first link down below. You can also hit up the Discord. You could use code YouTube25 if you want 25 bucks off entry to that exclusive Discord group, where I will also, of course, be hopping in every trading day as well, catching up with you guys. I hop in general chat, talk story with you guys, answer some questions, do whatever there. So you can hit that up as well. Anyway, you guys want, any way you guys want to support me is appreciated. I do my best to make this worth your money. And again, if not, no worries at all. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's dive into the charts after we read through this quick tweet. So we'll read through this, go through the entirety of the charts, and then before closing it out with BitDigital, we will read through that article, obviously regarding BitDigital. Okay, so Riot Blockchain is looking good, especially after this tweet from Michael Saylor. In September at Riot Blockchain, mined 406 Bitcoin, sold none of its production, and ended the month with 3,534 BTC on its balance sheet. Publicly traded Bitcoin miners are not selling Bitcoin. They're accumulating Bitcoin. The game has changed. So this will take us right to Riot's site. We can actually just check this out real quick. Riot Blockchain's actual site, just straight up in their press releases. And if you guys go back and watch my initial Riot Blockchain analysis video, one of the first solo analyses I did, like almost probably a year and a half ago at this point. Riot Blockchain's website, their logo, just the way they structure, and them as a company have come such a freaking long way. Okay, so always happy to see Riot doing well and see good news around Riot. But you guys can go check this out for yourself. We're not going to read through this right now, but very, very bullish, and even more bullish that Michael Saylor tweeted about this. Because again, when it comes to the Bitcoin ecosystem, when it comes to the Bitcoin, the cult that is the Bitcoin Boulahs, Michael Saylor is the king. Okay, so this is huge. This is great optics for Riot, and this leads me to believe that Riot will see significantly more upside, especially because it's been trailing. Riot again, being outperformed by the rest of the Bitcoin mining sector, and that's what makes me more bullish. We'll look at Mara after this, you guys. If you've been tuned in, if you've been watching us cover Riot and Mara for the past, again, year and a half or so now, you would know that these two always run away from each other. But ultimately, they always end up playing catch up. And a lot of the time, Riot ends up ahead, especially after Mara issued more shares. So now Mara's if Riot and Mara are say just both 30 bucks, okay? You have a you have a $30 Riot and a $30 Mara. The market cap for Mara is going to be pretty significantly larger because Mara has a larger float. They have more shares that are in the ecosystem, okay? So, the fact that Mara is 10, like the share price is 10 over Riot, and it's just been, and it's marked again, and there's more shares out there, is crazy to me right now, which leads me to believe that Riot is probably going to be, if in the case that Bitcoin does truly rip again, in the case that this is not a bull trap, in the case that Bitcoin goes on to see new all-time highs, I think Riot has some of the most upside potential in the entirety of the sector. Even though it's the OG, I still think it has potential for crazy upside. So let's just talk short term, you guys. Again, when it comes to longer term price targets, we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. But right now, if we do see Riot pop, Riot did just break a very, very significant line of resistance on its overall downtrend. That kicked off early September. So over a month ago, Riot has just been falling off a cliff, just selling off, bleeding out probably many of your portfolios if you're a hodler. But we did just officially break resistance, okay? So we broke out of here on October 1st. Good day there. Came up, retested previous resistance as new support, and now it looks like we're kind of trying to rally again. And again, if Bitcoin keeps rallying, it only makes sense for Riot and all the names we're talking about today to keep rallying as well. Okay, so from a technical perspective, I think it's very possible that Riot goes on to test the line of resistance on the current downtrend. Again, touch point here, August, a few touch points here, so we know this trend line is in play in early September. If we do test this mid-October, October 18th, about 2 weeks from today, that'll take us to $34. So let's get a percentage increase on that real quick, okay? Price range, boom, from here to about $34. So you're looking at a rough 30% price increase over the course of the next few weeks. Again, granted, Bitcoin performs. That is very, very good news for Riot. If we break above that, who knows where we go? But again, if we do break above that, I will definitely be making a video talking about my next price targets from there. And of course, I'll be letting you guys know in the good old daily newsletter. Okay, so that's Riot. Let's move on to Little Mara, Miss Mara. I guess Big Mara. What's Mara? Let's take a look at their market caps real quick because I was just ranting about that, but we should probably know. So Riot is at a $2.5 billion market cap. Mara is currently at a $3.7 billion market cap. Okay, I'm just waiting for the catch up to happen. So when it comes to Mara, my short-term price target is significantly less than Riot. So let's get a price range here. To sum it up, just right off the bat, you guys, I do think that this previous line of supports that has proved itself to be somewhat new resistance will come into play once again. If we do reach that October 18th from current levels around here, that would only be a 15% price increase, which, given this tweet, given everything I just said, the fact that we know Riot and Mara play catch-up and Riot usually ends up ahead is not surprising at all. So I do think Riot can see plus 30%. I think Mara can see plus 15%. If Mara does break back up into here, successfully reclaims this ascending channel, it's very possible that Mara does go on to rally up to here. But we'll have to see. I do think, again, just because I do think that because Riot has been getting outperformed by Mara, a lot of times, you guys, and I say this a lot, this applies to every sector. A lot of times when capital flows out of one name within the sector, it doesn't go into USD. It usually just flows into another name. If someone sells Mara, someone sells BitFarms, someone sells BTBT, it might go into Riot, it might go into MicroStrategy, it might go into Canaan, because they're bullish on the sector. People want to stay bullish on the same sectors. And again, in this case, because Riot has been underperforming, and while the rest have been ripping, I think Riot is a great candidate for some of that capital inflow that wants to find a new home within the same sector. Okay, so Mara, I do think that at the very least, if Bitcoin keeps seeing upside, Mara can see at least plus 15%. Keep in mind as well the equity markets, because I'm bearish on the equity markets, could dampen the effects of these, so just keep that in mind. But again, you guys, people want that bull market. There's always a bull market somewhere. People want to put their money into things that are ripping. That's just the nature of the markets right now. It's the nature of having so many retail investors in the game. So again, right now, Riot's looking good, Mara's looking good. These are all looking good, but Riot is looking better than Mara. Okay, so let me know if you guys agree with that or disagree with that. I know a lot of you like Mara a lot, and a lot of investors like Mara a lot because it's obviously more hype than Riot at the moment. But again, you guys, been following these two, specifically these two names for, Riot, I've held my Riot position for like 3 years, if I'm being honest. I held that thing since 2017. So been following these for a long time. the trends don't lie. That's just how it plays out sometimes, okay? So maybe it's different, but historically speaking, using historical data to my advantage, I'm guessing Riot pulls ahead of Mara. Maybe not pulls ahead, but definitely plays catch up, okay? So bitfarms, bitfarms pretty easy call here. Broke the short-term trend of lower highs and lower lows with the past couple of days of price action right here, surpassing this yellow line around $5.10. Right now, it seems like bitfarms is a pretty easy call that we will test resistance in the short term, maybe very short term. So we might see bitfarms come up to test. I mean, just looking at this chart, I'm feeling pretty damn confident in the fact that bitfarms does go on to test this line of resistance in the very short term. So that'd be a plus 9% if we hit that like by the end of this trading week. So plus 9% if bitfarms is able to break at this point in time. Just to play it real safe, if bitfarms can break $6, then we will officially be in breakout mode, and who knows where we may go from there. So for now, bitfarms just keep an eye on that $6 level, and I do think that if we can break $6 on bitfarms, then that is, of course, will lead to some technical upside. Close out with good old BT Bit Digital on the charts. And we'll read through this guy as well, okay? So just a few paragraphs here just to sum up what's going on. What happened? Shares of cryptocurrency miner Bit Digital soared on Tuesday after the company announced details regarding an $80 million financing agreement. And the price of Bitcoin, which the company mines, of course, has increased significantly over the past 24 hours and now sits above 50K per coin. As a result of these two things, Bit Digital stock was up a whopping 25%. And again, what do you take into account after hours trading up like 40%? Insane. That's crazy. So what? Bit Digital is raising cash by selling stock. It's selling over 13 million ordinary shares and warrants that equate to over 10 million ordinary shares once they convert. The warrants have a conversion price of $7.91, and with today's 25%, we're already there. Therefore, investors should expect almost 24 million shares to be added to the total shares outstanding. So, again, you guys, this is weird to me because this usually doesn't happen when a company announces they're selling shares. They're pretty much, and again, they're raising money by doing this. That's great. They can fuel their operations. They can buy more Bitcoin mining machines. So from a fundamental, like operational perspective, this is very good news for the long term. Again, they can buy some of the miners that China's selling off right now. That's great for their long-term Bitcoin mining operations. But whenever you print more shares, that's not good because that creates less supply. Okay, or I'm sorry, that creates more supply, and apparently there's just more demand for the more supply. And again, traders saw Bitcoin ripping today. They saw Bit Digital up 10%, 20%. Got to get in here. So there was a lot of FOMO present today. The volume we saw today was insane, but the fundamental catalyst doesn't make that much sense to me. If I'm missing something here, please let me know in the comments down below. But right now, Bit Digital is approaching a pretty crucial ceiling in the sense that right where we closed today has acted as a pretty significant floor in the past. You can see here floor, a significant floor around here in mid to late August. And again, you guys, TA 101, previous floors act as new ceilings, previous ceilings act as new floors. Support, resistance, you guys know the drill there. I do think that Bit Digital will probably see a short-term correction right now. My buy target for Bit Digital on a pullback is going to be the previous high right here. That'd be around $8.20. So I do think that we will see a pullback in Bit Digital. If Bitcoin continues to rip, I would definitely be looking at picking up more BTBT, maybe even around $9. But after today's price action, I would be genuinely surprised if we did not see a short-term pullback prior to resuming the rally. Okay, so again, long-term, you guys, maybe we see Bit Digital come up to the mid-teens, maybe even break its previous high back in early August around $20. But that is only in the case that Bitcoin continues ripping once again, and that applies, of course, to every single name we talked about today. So let me know what you guys think about the Bitcoin mining sector down below. Did you bag up today? Did you make a bunch of money? Did you bag up yesterday on the pullback? Let me know, and yeah, I hope you guys make some money. So I'll catch you guys in the comments downstairs. Sorry guys, I just spoke for pretty much an hour straight. Back-to-back videos. Again, want to get as much content to you guys out as I can before I leave. Again, hope you guys appreciate the non-monetized nature of these videos. If you do want to support me, check these out. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys downstairs in the comments once again. So have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. Until then, take action, make waves. Peace.